TGIF, I know I always look forward to saying that because I get a chance to upload a new video up for you guys. So what do you do when you experience a grueling and overall terrible workout? Do you call it quits after one set, or do you finish that workout regardless? Hopefully you answered finish that workout regardless. I know this past Tuesday I had my leg day and I was just physically and mentally drained. My legs would not cooperate. The weight felt heavy, and after 135 on the warm-ups for squats, I was ready to call it quits. But with these tips, I was able to finish the workout, and hopefully these tips will help you out. I wanted to show you some of my squats from this past Tuesday. I was supposed to be doing one set of 15 reps, second set of 10 reps, third set of 8 reps, and then 2 sets of 5 reps with 2 plates, 3 plates, 365, and then 405. But after the 3 plates, I was only able to do 3 reps of 365, and I chose to do 3 sets of 1 rep with 405 because I couldn't do 2 sets of 5 reps with 405. So instead of going down in weight and just hitting my reps and sets, I just chose to do something completely different. I was out of it. I didn't care at this point. I knew it was going to be a bad workout, but I did finish the workout fortunately, and this is how I was able to do it. Before coming up with solutions, we need to ask ourselves what the problem is. So for me, it always has to do with schedule change, nutrition and dieting, lack of motivation, and last, training exhaustion. If you guys can relate with these problems, then these tips will help you out. Alright, so the first thing I mentioned was schedule change. For me, my own experience is at the moment I'm going to University CSULB and I have to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning every day. So for the past week, I had to completely change my schedule. I'm still sleeping late because if you know me, I'm a night owl and not a morning person at all. So I'm only getting 4 to 5 hours of sleep every night. And by the time I get home from school, I crash. I take naps from anywhere from 2 hours to 3 hours. But by the time I wake up around 7 p.m., my whole day is gone. And I go to the gym around 7:30. So my body and mind is still asleep. I'm physically and mentally exhausted. So if you guys can relate to this, this is what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to sleep earlier. That is the only way to fix this problem. Without sleep, you're not going to grow and you're not going to be able to train at the same intensity that you always train at. All of the examples I'll be using are of me going to school because all of my problems have been coming this past week, and guess what? I just started school this past week. But you guys can relate it to anything in your life. So the second thing I mentioned was nutrition and dieting. Now I'm waking up very early, so the first meal I eat is being eaten very early, and I don't want to purchase anything on school campus, but I might have to because I don't want to meal prep the day before, and by the time I get home, that's a 6 to 8 hour gap of me not eating. I'm literally starving when I get home, and even though I do get to eat all of my nutrients and calories and macros, they're not being digested on time and the nutrients are not being processed on time. So by the time I get to the gym, it's like I've been starving the whole time. So if you guys could either meal prep on time or purchase food, then it's going to help you a lot by the time you go to the gym at the night because you're going to be energized and your nutrients are being processed on time. The last 2 things I mentioned were lack of motivation and training exhaustion. I put them in the same group because they can relate to one another. Now for lack of motivation, it's okay. You don't have to go into the gym feeling always 110%. You can perform at an average or subpar pace. You're only human. Maybe that workout day you just have so many thoughts running through your head, being either negative or positive. It doesn't matter. You're thinking too much. Or maybe you just forgot what your goals were and maybe you forgot what motivates you. But if it's only for one day, it's okay. If it's only for 1 week, it's okay. Maybe you're just exhausted. Maybe it's not fun for you anymore. But if it continues for over maybe 2 weeks or a month, maybe you have to hit that reset button and really consider what got you into the sport or what motivates you. It doesn't have to be working out, it could be anything. Girls, your family, your career, your hobby, your passion, anything. And training exhaustion might have a lot to do with your lack of motivation. If you're feeling unmotivated, you might be in the gym wondering, what is the point of all this and why am I here? So if that's the case, you might need to recover both mentally and physically. It could also be due to your programming. You might be doing too much or too little. So really try to figure that part out. And one advice I can give you is stick to the basics when it comes to your training. And last but not least, to add on to you taking a break from the gym so you can get your mind and body right, try to have dinner with your family, hanging out with your friends, playing sports. I don't know what you like, but try doing something besides going to the gym. I'm sure you have many different hobbies and something you're passionate about that you haven't given a shot yet. So try that out. And last but not least, to my previous not last but not least, if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up button. If it helps you or your friends out, share it, comment, and subscribe to YH Legacy. I will see you guys on Monday.